Welcome back, everyone, to the channel that loves a challenge. I'm your host, Zonavox. Hopefully, you guys are having a great day. I'm doing pretty well. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like, sub, share, follow, all that good stuff. Helps the channel grow, and for all of my returning viewers, thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to come see me. I am just getting my streams and chats and all of that set up, so give me a second. Yeah, between work and everything, it's been so busy, and I just honestly didn't feel like I could sit there for a bit and give you guys. I mean, I say a bit, but we all know it's not a bit. Sit there and give you guys an actual decent performance. So I figured I'd rather just go ahead and take a couple days and then get on into it afterwards. But yeah, hopefully you guys are doing fine. Give me just like, I don't know, 40 seconds, minute, 2 minutes. I'll be right with you. Alrighty, let's get on into it. I don't remember. Oh, shit, that's a way to start off. I don't remember what exactly we're doing right now. Um, I think we're just trying to finish off Codsworth. That's pretty much it. Oh,
You picked the wrong day to tick me off!
hello?
Yeah! What's all this
Kill Mirelurks. Okay. Shouldn't be too bad, I guess. Codsworth, watch out. It's coming right at you.
day to tick me off? It's gonna take a lot more than some big fish to scare me!
I'm not a big fish, my dude. I guess in the Commonwealth I am what you would call a big fish, but...
Ha ha! Take that!
Yeah, haha. Haha. Take that, crab.
You crazy? Get out of the street before any more of them catch wind of ya! Look, I'll open the gate, and you get in here quick! I'm gonna let you in the bunker! Don't make me regret this!
Okay, thanks. I'm very happy. Me and my death machine will pop in here and just, say hello, I suppose. let me first raid your area, and then we'll get into the bunker, no problem. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, like, this gun that's coming up, I think it's the Reba 2, is an exceptionally great rifle, but unfortunately is outshined by a lot of other stuff like the Overseer's Guardian, so... Good rifle, but, gets outshined pretty quick.
Lady, did someone drop you on your head?
I wouldn't know where to begin if
Or
I
did
had
you
to
have
clean up
to work
this mess.
to get this
Rubbish.
stupid?
What? Okay.
That was stupid of me, I know. I wasn't thinking.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Kidding, you weren't thinking. Wandering around like some aimless child looking for their lost
That's me,
balloon.
aimless child.
Luckily, I've got Reba
That's what
here
they call
to help
me, the,
crack
the
those
aimless
crabs wide
child.
open. Isn't that right, girl?
I'm sorry if I caused any trouble.
Listen, don't let an old codger like me scare you. I'm old and I'm cranky and I haven't had a guest in months. Barney Rook, commander of the Salem Volunteer Militia, at your service.
Wow.
I'm
Salem
also the
Volunteer
quartermaster,
Commander.
sergeant at arms, and scribes for all official meetings. This here is Reba, but you two already met when she saved your life.
Yeah, she sure did.
Thank you, Reba. And thank you, Barney.
No thanks needed, ma'am. The Salem Volunteer Militia is at the service of the people of the Commonwealth.
Maybe you should be a Minuteman.
Duty is its own reward. Reba says you're welcome. Now, I'd love to sit here gabbing all day like a couple of housewives, but we've got some work to do. And by we, I most definitely mean you. Before you showed up, the Mirelurks had been mostly quiet, and those that were a problem were quickly dispatched by my turret defense system.
I see.
Since things had been quiet lately, I took the turrets offline to conserve ammunition. Obviously, they need to be reactivated. And that's your mission, soldier. I'm going to continue to hold down the home front while you go reactivate the turrets.
You know what? Let's
Sounds
just
good.
not even
Of
worry
course
about
it
the
sounds
reward.
good. I'm a tactical genius. Smartest man in town, as a matter of fact.
You're the only
The
man in
turrets should
town,
be
aren't
easy
you?
enough to find. They're up high in strategic locations around town. Just be careful. All your noise probably woke up more crabbies and other Mirelurks. The town could be
Crawling with them. Sounds good. Let me just loot your stuff here. Not like it's Project Zomboid or anything. I've been definitely wanting to go ahead and put some Project
Nice.
Zomboid time in. I picked it up recently. Well, Luff picked it up for me recently. So I've been playing a little bit with her. And yeah, it's a thing. Quite difficult. We got ourselves set up in a nice small building. Well, I say small, but what ended up happening is we took this building
Hey,
and claimed it without realizing how large the actual building was, and the building is humongous. So, but we only use a tiny bit of it. So, what we're doing is we're turning one into a little base area. We'll have our own little sleeping zone, and then we'll also have a bug out section where we can get out quickly if we need to. And then we'll probably also have a we'll also probably have a section where we have a last stand if shit goes south. Grab all these light bulbs and stuff. Them coffee pots, because ceramics. I'll grab your Nuka-Cola and your coffee thing. I hope you don't mind. Me just grabbing up all your stuff here, casually, since you let me in. This was a locked door. I'm curious if I can take that.
Perfect.
Without him becoming hostile. I think it's okay. Hello. I guess you were really running into withdrawals there, huh? So what exactly does the Reaper 2 do? I know it's a very strong weapon, but... against Mirelurks and other bugs. Calibrated, powerful... yeah, it's a pretty strong rifle, but, like, a lot of the parts on here will probably be, will probably just be stripped down for, when I find myself a 2-shot or something like that. You've been falling asleep really early, so you ended up missing a couple streams. Oh, okay. Well, I haven't been streaming for, like, the past 2 days, so don't worry, you didn't really miss anything.
I'm all ears.
Alright, there we go. Okay. Legendary glowing Mirelurk King? Oh, boy. Okay, cool. Dealt with and dealt with. Let's start with the Mirelurk King, just in case something else pops up. Wow, there you go. That's the, oh no, it's the 50 cal. Okay. I don't think I've ever used the 50 cal sniper. Like, it just doesn't seem that useful. The ammo's exceedingly rare. The weapon itself, I can't see having great parts. Maybe it does have the ability to be stronger, but... listen, don't you go scuttling away from me. Well, this is a pretty decent place to get Mirelurk meat, that's for sure. quite a bit of them. So many of these little scuttling buddies. Oh, that's a double wide, so they can absolutely get through. He was like, let me just hide in here. Pop out and give him the butthole surprise, but nope, no butthole surprise for me, Meyer Alert. I will say it is nice having a variety of options to answer problems that come up, rather than just relying on a single gun to do everything now. I've never really had that. Usually I've always had a single gun solving all my problems, but this is pretty nice. I think I've got to actually make this a quest here. Okay, that's 2 of 5. Did he not see me for a second? Thanks, mysterious stranger. You were of great help. A dickhead from your college who always drives me and the 3 lads ditched me today for literally no reason. Threatened to call the police because I had his door open asking to let me in. He has one of his cars, just 2 doors in the front and back. And maybe he was doing something he didn't want you to know. Maybe he was doing some illicit activity. And he was like, nope, can't have anybody else knowing that I'm doing this. That's unfortunate, though. Raider chest piece. I already have the heavy Raider chest piece. He has no idea I'm here. Oh, he does now. Cogsworth, watch out. Impulsive liar ditches people usually. I mean, it sounds like you need to make some new friends. Slammed his door after he threatened to slap us when he had saved that door, slamming, dented his car, and then slaps me. Well, maybe he got tired of you guys using him to get to McDonald's then. Also, yeah, slamming somebody's car and stuff can be considered damaging their property, so... maybe he was just realizing that you guys were only using him to get McDonald's, and then he was like, no, I don't want to be used to get McDonald's, so I'm going to be an asshole about it. Could be that. Anything on the door here. Yeah, usually people just don't... people tend to not just, you know, change their opinions and personality out of absolutely nowhere. There's always something going on that causes it. In my experience, nobody just flips that fucking switch overnight. I don't know, maybe he just doesn't want people using him for rides or whatever. I don't know. I'm just trying to offer what might be solutions or answers to that question, but... no idea. There's no point in ever, like, reloading anymore. Just because Scrounger might actually give me some extra ammo, so I'll just let it happen as it happens. Codsworth idolizes you. Phenomenal. That's all I needed. Codsworth, let's talk.
Something you need? Mum, if I might bend your ear for a moment.
Ditched you for 4 people, like 4 people from our class before. I don't know what to tell you. At the end of the day, it's his car, it's his rules. He can decide to change his mind whenever he wants. Whether you think it's a terrible thing or not doesn't change the fact that it's still his car and he can still do that.
Of course. Go right ahead.
So gracious, Mum. I do appreciate it. I've always had such admiration for you and your family, ever since the day my visual senses were first switched on. You and Sir, so good with young Sean, and so trusting of me to look after such a newborn bundle of joy. It just warms my nuclear core. So you can imagine the distress I felt when the bombs fell, after you fled to the vault. I searched, but found no evidence of your death. I could only hope you all made it in time. And when you returned...
Yep, when he returned, it was overjoyed.
I admit, I ran a full diagnostic scan just to make sure I wasn't malfunctioning.
Oh.
But the news of Sir and young Sean, believe me when I say it takes a true hero to live through that.
I'm no hero, Codsworth. Believe me.
Don't sell yourself short, Mum. In such a bleak world as this, think of all you've witnessed and all you've done. In my 200 years, I've seen it tear good men and women apart. But you, Mum, you have remained the very model of what humanity should aspire to be.
Still don't know what to tell you. It really comes... It really comes down to it's his car.
I'm still here, you know.
Thank you, Codsworth. That means a lot.
No
Just
thanks
venting today
necessary,
was
Mum.
rough. It's
Look
alright.
here,
I understand.
I truly believe if the Commonwealth is to turn itself
Like-
around, you're the one to do it. Now,
I
not
will
another
say,
word.
like, it's one of
I
those
stand
things that you
firm in
figure
my
out
belief.
where your
Let's get
friends and
back to
everything
it.
else are. Codsworth Robot Sympathy perk. Wonderful. Thanks,
Hey.
Codsworth. Take all.
Heads up.
Can I be of service?
Codsworth.
Here you go.
No, don't give me your fucking... It's time for you
It's
to go
time for
home.
you to head home.
As you wish, Mum. I'll be at the homestead. Cheerio.
Alright, time for you to go to Covenant. Alright, now let's head really quickly back to Sanctuary, drop off all this nonsense. Who else do I have to go ahead and do? I believe I've only got a few people left. Let me take a look. So, companions. I've already done Kate, Codsworth, Curady, Paladin Dance. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to do. Dogmeat, although it is a companion, doesn't have a companion perk, so doesn't count towards the goal of companion perk. So, Hancock. I forgot about Hancock. Let's see. Piper Wright. Piper's done. Preston's done. Strong needs to go ahead and get done. Ada's done. Automatron is done. So I have Hancock, 88, Longfellow, and Porter. And that's all I've got left. So, well, Paladin Dance as well, but I don't think I'll be able to finish his companion perk, to be honest. His is kind of teetering on that difficult edge. Drop all of this minus my stim packs. And I probably have some fusion cores, yeah, that I'll have to get rid of, so let's go put those away real quick. Well, so aside from all of that, you've been doing all right? I know you have discovered the wonders of sleep, so... Alright, who do I... Longfellow? I guess I could do Longfellow. What's Longfellow's perk give me? I gotta figure out the what I'm gonna do next here. So Longfellow. quest. Walk of the Park Shipbreaker. Let's see. Maxed out approval grants it Hunter's Wisdom, which reduces damage and energy resistance of animals and sea creatures by 25%. So, 88. When can I start using 88? Should the Soul Survivor cooperate with the Institute after reaching it, he'll be assigned as a potential companion. The capable Lenny speaks in a automated first suite, blah 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 blah. Libertalia. Completing the quest Mankind Redefined makes him available. It's not there, it can be found on Northwest. Okay, so Shield Harmonics is a really good perk. Will not travel to the zone until combat has ceased. Unlike the Railroad, the Brotherhood won't turn hostile if he's brought along to the Prydwen. Oh, so there is interactions with him, 88 and stuff. Will become hostile if the Soul Survivor attacks synths found in the Commonwealth. Okay, yeah, so you're almost finished with AOT. We have not had the option or chance to watch any anime recently. You know, the dog broke her tooth, so she's got to go through surgery and all of that. So it's just been a pain in the ass. We've been real busy. Doesn't complete the mission. He will follow as a second companion anywhere they go. However, he will pick fights with Brotherhood Steel and other allies. Can be found at the synth retention. Depending on where one stands, he might also be in a shed at Nahant Wharf. Often he'll fight the Brotherhood Steel dropped off in scripted vertibirds. If he's brought to the Boston airport after the Prydwen arrives, the automated spotlight turret near the fast travel will track him and sound an alert, even if they're not hostile. Despite the hostility between the Brotherhood and the Institute when meeting Dance, or vice versa, the two will not be hostile. Even when one of them is not recruited, they will have a short conversation with X6, even stating he's with the Institute if the player has X6 and tries to recruit Dance. Compared to the other companions, he's neutral about how it revolves in quests, often comment at the end of quests and even expresses his opinions, but doesn't really have any relationship values. Hope my dog's okay. She's doing the best she can. I mean, she apparently has some liver issues, so we're doing some other stuff with that as well. So she's got supplements, so they want to see how the liver values are affected before they do surgery, and that's really what's holding all of it up. We would have had it done earlier, but because of the liver values, kind of set a lot of things back. So, yep, there's that. Applied for uni if you don't get the apprenticeship. Huh. So, if you're not doing the apprenticeship, what would you want to go into? What would you put your studies towards? Railroad automatically turned hostile. The railroad will also turn hostile if it brings near the North Old Church or the fast travel marker. Of completing nuclear option by siding with the railroad without having been banished from the Institute, X88 will continue to be available as a companion. Unlike some of the other companions, he does not have any new dialogue reacting to the destruction. Bringing him to the railroad will cause its members to turn hostile. If this is the case, if one exits via the north without attacking any, then re-enters, 88 will remain outside and the railroad will revert to friendly. Often give hints during dialogue which you can catch that he wants the Soul Survivor to answer. He will like and sometimes even love if responding accordingly. One example is during building a better crop. If one answers Cedric with a threatening response, as X86 implies, he'll like it. Ah, so he doesn't have any opinions, but if you take his advice, he appreciates it. Computer sciences with networking. Yeah, computer science is a big thing. You know, machine learning tech and all of that. When dismissing X6 to travel with Nick, he will have short dialogue urging Nick to watch out for the future of the Institute, despite Nick being a rogue synth. As far as it's not working for the Institute, Nick will respond sarcastically, and X6 will then travel to wherever he was sent to. Seems to actually take pride in his status as a courser. Sometimes comments that people should be terrified. They should be. Let's see. Synth retention. Wolf Tele Unit 88 speaks highly of your combat. Mentions the Institute once had an all-robot sports event. The Institute had an all-robot sports event when taken to East City Downs. Huh. Neither likes nor dislikes if the Deathclaw egg. He will still comment, however. Upon being killed, he'll say, I can't, or functions terminated, or not like this. That's funny, because that's all Matrix references. That's pretty good. Yeah, sorry, guys. I'm just checking up on something. I need to see who my next companion is. It's a pretty important decision for me. High special. His health is identical to that of all the other human companions. He lacks the enhanced health and damage resistance shown by other coursers. Can occasionally give fusion cells, you know, of modest amounts, in the same way McCready gave ammo. If given a stealth boy, he will actually use it in combat. If taken to a settlement or Minutemen recruitment quest, Settles will say that they hope X6 isn't there for them. He will reply that he trusts that means he has their cooperation. That's funny. Since with settlement, X88 will become hostile to any Brotherhood of Steel vertibirds, including ones the sole survivor uses for transport. This will cause all settlers at that settlement to then become hostile to that vertibird. This is in spite of the fact that he does not become hostile to Brotherhood of Steel vertibirds called via a signal grenade if he is a companion. Both the highest perception and endurance. If sent to the Boston airport after dismiss, he will attack the nearby Brotherhood in an endless loop. So you could use him to, like... That's interesting. If you keep X88 around and you just throw him over there, you could just endlessly have him farm stuff. Dismissing him will simply make him teleport back to the Institute SRB as if it had not been destroyed. Maybe found outside the comment, though he is assigned to settlement. When he is found, he will be hostile towards the player if the destroyed the Institute after fast traveling to a settlement he is assigned to. He may still be present there. Also, hello to everybody that's coming in. Sean, how you doing? Welcome back. I'm doing okay. Sorry, I'm reading up a bunch of stuff, trying to figure out who my next companion is going to be, so if I seem a little preoccupied, I'm just trying to figure out where to go next from here. Becoming enemies at the Institute. Exceed will fall off the Pridwin, become hostile, become invulnerable. If as a companion when boarding the vertibird for spoils of war, becomes an enemy with the Institute, X88 will fall off the Pridwin, become hostile, become invulnerable. This will become an issue after the quest completes, as he remains by the airport and will distract all troops, including Liberty Prime, and no one will be able to continue. That's hilarious. But may disappear, even after destroying the Institute, you can opposite companion. For some reason... Once one is able to recruit, he will be nowhere in the Institute. The sole survivor southwest of Libertalia. May not appear in Vault 111. In survival mode, not great. Life stuff hitting me like a truck. Oh, I understand. Despite the fact that I always sound like I keep on a happy face and everything else. Yeah, there's always something going on in my life, so I'm kinda...
Congratulations on being prepared for the future.
They've come for my beard at last.
So, yeah. My positive outlook is, or my positive... What the fuck am I saying? My positive, presentation is not always as it seems. I just try and keep everything above the board. People don't come here to hear me complain. People come here to get away from their problems, so that's what I try and do. Alright, I think my next one is going to have to be... I think we'll take Valentine to Far Harbor to get that knocked out so we can finish off the Far Harbor stuff. So let's head off to Covenant. If you want to talk about it, feel free. Yep, I am at 102. That I am. So, slow and steady. Like I said, it's going to be up till about level 130. It's probably going to be pretty slow, just because I'm knocking out a bunch of companions and stuff like that. Once we get through most of the companions, or all of the companions, depending on how the run goes,
Last time we talked, I hope I didn't bore you to
no,
death.
McCready, you did bore me to death. Shut the heck up.
Do you need something, madame?
Hey, Valentine.
Time to hit the road?
It is time to hit the road, Valentine. Let's go.
Let's head out.
Well, all right.
You and me are heading to Far Harbor. I'm going to get everyone in bathrobes when I get the chance, so we're going to wait until all those spawn and send them to some bathrobes. It's interesting that they assume that people would even bring Nick Valentine here for Far Harbor, because it says, hey, he's got the quest and stuff like that, but you don't necessarily have to bring him along. You could bring any person along for it. I'm wondering if bringing X88 would have been a pretty funny one to bring him over to the synth refuge.
Cutting carapaces is a dirty job. The pay will be worth it.
I feel like, no, you know what, we're gonna let that be for now. That's a Hancock thing. That's something I bring Hancock with me.
Stim packs, fully stocked.
So that way I can get that, helping out people trait, because he likes a lot of positive stuff like that. So, do wonder what 88 would do. Yeah, I gotta do a couple things. I think he's available as a companion, but
Does she even know it's attached to her bleeding hide?
I know if you bring him to the railroad, everything will go crazy.
Fine.
You ready to head to Acadia?
Let's go, Longfellow.
Follow me.
Yeah, you can actually get to Acadia without Longfellow, and you get a thing for it. But we're just gonna take him anyway.
Acadia is above the fog line on the mountain. It's a bit of a hike. You might want to take this for a road.
Brooks is a mainlander
Foul
too.
sin,
And a sin.
but it'll help.
Mirelurk jerky. Does that mean I can make Mirelurk jerky?
Old mountain trails where we're at. The fog ain't like nothing you've seen in the Commonwealth.
Oh no,
Anyway,
fog.
I think a dose of Bradaway is all you need.
I really don't need any
See, the
Radaway. I
fog
don't
can
need
do a
any of
number
that.
on you. Get you all turned around. Does something to your brain. Trappers were mean to begin with, but now...
But now. He's gonna give me a whole tour. It's interesting because I've already been around the island enough to know a lot of the stuff that he's gonna tell me, but he's still gonna be like, trappers, the ghouls, wild
Here's a
animals.
mountain trail. We stick to this and we'll make it to Acadia. Crawler. They usually stick to the deep fog. This we steer clear, but you never know.
Yeah, if we have a fog crawler, I'm not gonna be very happy. Fog crawlers are definitely bullet sponges. There's no need for them to be as tanky as they are.
When I was a young lad, no higher than your knee, the whole island was covered in fog. The fog eventually rolled back. People resettled, but they got comfortable. Started taking things for granted. Folk got short memories.
Yep.
All this has happened before.
That's one of the things that when Far Harbor originally came out, a lot of people hated Far Harbor, not because it's a bad thing, but because the fog caused all kinds of frame rate issues.
Gulper's got a fondness for fresh water. A small gulper, like the ones in these parts, is a fair challenge. Now the big ones, they can grow 2-3 times the size of a man. Good thing you don't see too many of them around.
I'm too damn sober for this.
Ooh, okay. Alright, what have we got? Unyielding combat armor pieces. Garbage. Longfellow, let me loot some of these dudes. Are we coming up on a hermit crab? Because I really love those. It's interesting that a lot of the nuclear waste.
Stringing one more soul to their damnation, old man?
Well, what have we here? Another rad worshipping lunatic. That's what.
Your barbs do not harm me.
Who's she?
One of them children of Adam preachers. Started off as pests. Now they're more like a menace.
Do not sully this one with your blasphemy, old man. You. I suggest you go no
The
further.
nest of snakes.
Acadia is a nest of snakes. Beasts that subvert the will of Adam.
Think Nuka World should have been darker. Like pillage other towns, maybe take over Dian City. See, that would have been interesting. I think, you know, I know that you can go ahead and have raiders take over other stuff, which I'm going to go ahead and eventually have them do. But first, I'd like to finish off the settlements for the Minutemen. But I don't know why they're not giving me more stuff for Minutemen settlements. And I think I failed one, and it won't give it to me back, so...
Alright, I'm listening. Tell me about Adam.
Tell you. Look around. You stride through his kingdom. A land blanketed
Can't
beneath
say that
sacred
slaves were too
fog.
dark, because he had it in...
A land Adam has claimed for his
3.
children.
Yeah, I mean, they've
You
had it in
join
every one of them, I think.
if
3
he
had a big
deems you
whole thing,
worthy.
and 2 had it as well, and 1 did. And Paradise Falls was a big one, and then... I can't remember what it was in 2, but there was a whole Slavers Guild that you could be part of. No, I don't think it's too dark to say at all. I mean...
Worthy? What do I have to do to join?
There is a ritual his children must perform. If you succeed, you will be rewarded with entrance into our family.
Alright, let me go ahead and say...
Suppose I've got nothing better to do.
Adam usually prefers those with a bit more fervor.
Hmm.
But nonetheless, if you wish to
The pit
test
was...
his
Yeah,
favor,
yeah, that's
seek the
exactly what it
nucleus.
was. Yep,
You're done
all of
wasting
Pittsburgh.
time with a fanatic. Let's move on. Up ahead, the air's clean.
Yeah, Paradise
No
Falls
fog.
was all of that. There was a
It's not
Slavers
too
Guild in
far
2
now.
that you could join, but you would get a, you would get like a brand on your forehead, and everybody would know that you're a slaver regardless of the rest of your decisions.
And we've arrived. Acadia's already been watching us for a good spell. If you want to talk with them, just go inside. They'll be waiting for you. You need my help again.
You can now use the workshop
You come see
at
me.
Longfellow. Old Longfellow
Got a
is a
cabin
companion.
just outside of Far Harbor. Good place to tool up your gear, get some rest, or get stinking drunk. Just make sure if you're bringing a bottle of something strong, there's enough to share.
I will always give you all of my stuff, so don't worry.
Leaving already? Don't you want to see what happens next?
You saying you want me to stick around and watch your back?
Maybe later, Longfellow.
All right. But I'm serious about the offer. You ever want to hunt the forest?
Yeah,
and
his
waters
coat
of the
is
island
pretty
together?
cool. I would love
I
to
could
get
think of
his
worse things
stuff,
to
which
do.
I think I eventually will, but...
Just once, let me find a pair of socks that don't have holes in them.
Oh, yeah, that's did I save? I'm pretty sure I did. Let me make sure. Like, raiders aren't meant to be, nice. Feel like Fallout, 4. First time, no true good ending. Yeah. I'll leave it be. I'm not too worried. I'll just take it as I go, because... Yeah, I mean, 2,000 is quite a bit, but I can make 2,000 in no time. Raiders aren't meant to be nice. They're supposed to be... yeah, I mean, that they can be. I feel like a lot of the decisions that you make end up influencing a lot of that, but you are, at the end of the day, very right about that.
You know, When I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a
Congratulations on being prepared for the...
Where is your power armor? Understanding. Peace. While you're here in Acadia,
The railroad forces
Synth
Synth to
kind
change the
welcomes
Brotherhood.
you,
Just the Brotherhood,
as
the
long as
Institute
you
will always be
welcome
hated. The
us.
Minutemen will die out without your help.
What are you?
I told you. I'm the old synth on the mountain. I know the plastic skin and tubes out the back can be unsettling, but I want to ask you to look past that. Tell me why you're here, and I'll try to help you.
I came here looking for Kasumi.
Like how she
Nakano.
was
Really?
squinting.
I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
We're not answering any more questions until you play straight with us. Just who the hell are you, really? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own. And I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick? It can't be you.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
Is this a joke? Do you really know, Nick?
Let me tell you what I know, and you can judge for yourself.
Like, do you like the
We
Fallout
were
franchise? Don't get me wrong, but
prototypes,
some
Nick.
things are just dumb.
The
It was a
first
change in
synths
direction, is
capable
all.
of independent
You know, a
thinking
lot of the
and
people
judgment.
who were
Keep
part of the
talking.
original
One of the
cast
Institute's
ended up, or the
experiments had
original
to do with
developers
how
went
our
elsewhere and
brains
created
could
their own
process
stuff. And there was a
personality.
big schism, and then when
If
Bethesda
we
took
could
over,
handle
you know,
individualized feelings and behaviors,
became different.
I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the
I think
Institute.
Obsidian was better.
We left.
Yeah, I think they felt
If I were
definitely
your
darker.
brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
Ah, I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
Nick, is he really your brother?
If he is, it's news to me. Can synths even be related? Just because we're from the same assembly line, does that make us family? I gotta think about this.
Yeah, I think bringing Nick was
Is
a
it
good
really
idea.
possible that you wouldn't remember any of this?
You mean between the Institute failsafes, the beatings I've taken over the years, and plain old age? Or are you buying this whole "there's only so much room up there" argument? I don't know. It's not like we've got the instruction manual.
Oh, we could.
We'll talk later. This is a lot to take in.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi.
Fallout New Vegas. As
It's important that you understand exactly why she's here.
Hang on, like,
I
that's
asked
some
you
dark stuff.
before. if
It's
you think
because
she's really
it's
a
because some of the team
If you
who
could
developed New
indulge
Vegas
me with an answer.
was some of the team who had some of the older Fallout experience. That's why. It was an outsourced. It wasn't developed by Bethesda. It was a project outside of their purview. They also had a very short amount of time, so New Vegas could have been a hell of a lot better had they been given more time.
Careful with your words.
She's human, and she has a family waiting for her.
But imagine what it means if you're wrong. If Kasumi is a synth,
it's the kind of
then
town
she
where you
doesn't
dig your
have
own
a
grave
family.
prior to being shot
She
in the head
never
for dead,
had
and
one.
that's before things get really. It's
Think
a
about
town of
how she
dreamers and
must feel.
desperados.
None of us
Resurrecting
take
a
this
person, resurrecting a
transition
weaponry,
lightly.
can make more than
She's
a nightmare or two
facing the
along the way.
possibility of her entire life
Enjoy your
being
stay.
a lie.
I guess that was
someone
just the
stripped
quotes
her very
from it.
identity from her. And
Man,
made
I thought
her
you were
into
coming with the
something
whole monologue
she
to tell me
isn't.
all about
I
the.
want you to understand that.
Tell me
before
all
you
about the
see
thing.
her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
Are you a synth?
How would I even know?
I'm afraid if you're looking for some biological test we can do.
She is a
there
synth.
isn't any. None that aren't fatal. Instead,
The main
you have to
character.
look for the signs, holes in someone's memory, feelings of
The main character
unexplained
absolutely
isolation,
is a synth.
odd dreams, but ultimately, you have to decide.
She
for
has to be.
yourself.
So there's an interesting, and there's
What
a
do you
single
believe?
interesting part about it that
Have you
really gets
ever
me.
questioned
That really gets
your
me in this.
humanity?
You wake up. Everybody dies in the vault. Everybody dies in the vault, but somehow you are the only person who somehow survives in the vaults. Here's how I think it went down. You get replaced
Take your
as a
time.
synth. You get put back into this cryostasis. You end up, quote, waking up to continue to go find your kid. And since a lot of this time has passed and everything, you easily can go ahead and find the Institute, replace the Institute,
you
right?
all
Also, this is one of the few times in the entire series where you can use VATS without having your Pip-Boy yet. So you can use your VATS before anything else, which means that you have the optics to do it, and synths are capable of using VATS,
Take your time.
according to the lore anyway. So because your character can use VATS without having the Pip-Boy, which, you know, the Pip-Boy would be what normally helps you use VATS, you're a synth. There's no other way you could use it.
I have to be honest, in the back of my mind, I've always suspected.
That's what I thought. If you don't mind, what's the first thing you can remember?
Why'd they make the main characters a synth, though? They don't see synth as people, but as machines. Because they needed somebody on top. I mean, think about it this way. If Nick
Careful with your words.
and Dima were both prototypes here, they were prototypes for what reason? To create better synths, to create more effective synths. And if they wanted to go ahead and create a synth that was capable of playing into... I do believe Dogme is a synth because we do know the Institute made gorillas, so why not keep a dog to keep track of the main character? You can use
Are
VATS
you
before the Pip-Boy.
all right?
You can actually. I used it in the very, very beginning of the game. You can use VATS before the Pip-Boy. That's kind of where that all comes from. But yeah, they make a main character that is going to go ahead and it's designed to eventually find its way to the Institute, build up a whole bunch of ideas the way that Dima was designed to go ahead and experience everything with all of its memories. And eventually take over as the eternal leader of the Institute. Because no matter how many years pass, your character's not going to age. Your character doesn't need to do a lot of this stuff, and they will be perpetual. They'll exist forever. As long as they have food and water and a place to sleep and stuff like that. Yeah, your characters are perpetual, so... just how I feel about it, I think that my character is a synth, but
I'm not going to tell my life story to someone I barely know. Let's hear your answer first.
I was in a laboratory. In the Institute. They were pulling pieces of my head out. Something about wanting to test
it's the only
some
time
neural process.
in Fallout
was
that your
every
character can
day
use VATS
for
without a Pip
months.
Boy.
Strapped
Is
down.
in this one.
Operated on. And then
The main character is
I
a
was
synth,
out.
though. How come that main
the
character doesn't
Institute
become
has
dead
fail-safes to
conscious?
strip memories that could identify
become
where
dead
they
consciousness
are,
can't be
how to
transferred
find
over?
them. But I do remember being quite content. I was
Because
free.
when a synth is killed,
is
it's not like
my
their
earliest
consciousness
memory.
just immediately goes over to the
Now,
next
yours?
like synth. You don't kill a synth and they get transferred from one synth to a next. That's not how it works. Like, they can make a new synth, but yeah, it's not like it's not like how Battlestar Galactica does, where you
Careful with your words.
you take out a Cylon and then they instantly transfer to a new Cylon. I mean, the concept is roughly the same. You meant from human to synth?
Take your
What
time.
do you mean? The transfer would have happened probably around the second, around when they took the baby and everything. That's what I see. The transfer would have happened right around there. They would have also murdered her, wiped that little part, put a new synth in there,
Careful
and
with your
then
words.
just kind of kept it there because you're the only one that survived. I'm not sure what you mean by become dead or unconscious and can't be transferred over. So maybe I'm just answering your question wrong. But so at what point does your character become a synth? Because sees you, but it's like a telephone. I'm pretty sure it's right around that time. Either they did it one of two ways. They either A, did it right then and there, scrubbed your memory, and you quote wake up so many years later, or B, they developed the because they would have had to develop the synths afterwards. So I'm assuming that B, they end up killing your character, replacing them with a synth, and then you quote wake up. You know, and that's why Deacon was out there watching the vault. Deacon wasn't out there watching to see if you were waking up because you were a prominent person. Deacon was out there following the Institute into the vault.
All right.
So when the Institute comes out of the vault, and then suddenly you come out of the vaults, Deacon's following you around saying, hey, this is somebody the Institute is clearly interested in, or they're in contact with the Institute. So he wasn't out there just watching your vault for the hell of it. He was out there watching your vault because you have a
Careful
connection
with
to
your
the
words.
Institute.
Admirable.
100 years in the past when Kellogg took the baby, the synths were unrealistic and shit looking. Yeah, that's why I'm saying that, like, because I figured I was running the math in my head here as I was talking. So you had when Baby Sean is taken and everything, only with father's blood. Yes, that's what I'm getting for.
Are you?
So when they took the baby and everything, they used father's blood to go and create the synths. So that means it must have been a recent occurrence, and I'm pretty sure that's why Deacon was outside of the vault. Is watching the Institute go in, murder you, replace you with the synth, and then they walk out, and then suddenly another synth walks out, or somebody who they can't tell is a
Take
synth or
your
a human
time.
walks out. Exactly the same. That's why I'm trying to understand your argument. Yeah, of course your character would look exactly the same. That's what synths are. They replace you. They create exact replicas and then replace them. Just take a look at the art encounter when you have the two synths.
Admirable.
They look exactly alike, and their only way to tell is the damage resistance between the two of them. And it's not like you can go ahead and it's not like you can do any VATs to yourself, but your character is capable of making their own self-improvements even outside of the fact that no other character has a skill
Careful
tree.
with your words.
Their character is completely capable of augmenting. Deacon isn't that old, though. Deacon doesn't have to be that old. I'm not talking hundreds of years in the past. I'm talking about Deacon following them when they murder you to go ahead and put the new synth in place. And then they walk out of the vault, and Deacon was following the synths without realizing what their plan was. And then you pop out of the vault, and he's like, oh, shit. This is something important. I better follow them along. And that's why you see Deacon all the time keeping tabs on you. It's not because he's just trying to see what your actions are. It's because he saw the Institute go in, and he saw the Institute come out, and then he saw you come out.
All right.
So they must have done something, which means you have, you're pretty important. Just how I see it, but...
I remember being in my house the day the bombs fell. We ran to the vault. We were frozen.
Deacon doesn't
I was in
have to
his
be that
water.
old for
No
the theory to
memories
work.
before then. Just a single day, and then waking up alone. We so easily accept what's presented to us as the truth, don't we? Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation. They all take their toll on the mind. But I can promise you that we will accept you, no matter what you decide you are.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase, and I'm sure you're eager
Faraday.
to talk to Kasumi.
Interesting.
She's usually working down below.
Sinmo, go wait by the door.
Is there anything else
Go wait
you
by the
need
door.
from me?
Go wait by the door. Don't knock over all the stuff on my desk. Go wait by the door, please.
I'm just gonna tell you right now, Dima. I'm in the Institute.
That's quite an admission to make. I'm used to the Institute striking from the shadows. I'll say this to you. I'm not your enemy. I only wish to live here.
The bleeding
in peace
isn't unusual.
with my people.
Because, well, I'm not going to say
As a
anything
scientist,
until she can kill
can you
if he
not
bleeds.
see the value of
Yeah,
independent
I mean,
synth life?
It's
You have a chance
it's not like
here
it
to
couldn't
witness
be
how
the case
wondrous
because
that could
everything's
be.
blood
All you
and
have to
you know
do
they've got all the
is
things,
do
and the only way to really
nothing.
tell is the synth component, and it's
Don't
not like you
tell
could look at your
fellow
own synth
researchers
component.
about us. Don't tell them we're here.
Fine. I'll keep your secrets. For now.
Thank you. Now, was there anything else I can do for you?
I'm in the Railroad. I'm in the Brotherhood.
I'm part of a group that helps synths. A railroad.
Really? I don't understand why a group dedicated to helping synths would convince them through fear that their only option is to hide.
Yeah.
Yes, they
That's
volunteered
that's
for
how
the
I
memory
feel about
one.
it.
Yes, not knowing you're a synth makes it harder for the Institute to find you. But the cost, I know how frightening
Plus,
it is.
I believe Sean, her
The
father,
risk
might
of
have said.
capture. But sacrificing
Well,
what
I
you
think
are,
that
avoiding the
because
true
because you're
struggle to
designed to be a
accept it
perpetual
as our
person,
own
you'll
form of
always be
life.
able to go ahead and lead the Institute, no matter what you do. So Sean being your actual kid makes sense. But I mean, it strikes me as weird that you come out. I mean, sure, even if so many years had passed and everything, and Voltec did have some pretty crazy experiments.
Take your time.
The whole of the cryogenic system failed. All of it failed. It wouldn't just make an exception for your pod.
Careful with your words. Admirable.
I hadn't thought about it like that. I'm sorry.
So am I. Your heart is in the right place, and it's unfair of me to judge, while I enjoy relative safety from so far away. Was there anything else I can do for you?
I'm in the Brotherhood of Steel, and we have plenty to say about synths. How dangerous they are.
We're not dangerous.
Saying we
Those
didn't...
who've used us.
Why didn't he say
tried to
anything about you
replace
being a
humans
synth?
with
Sure,
my
mentioned, but I
kind.
don't remember him.
They're dangerous.
I don't
All
think
we
he
want
wants you
is
to know that
live
you're a
in
synth,
peace.
because obviously
On
he
our
would be the
own.
one who designed your construction.
yourself.
He would be the one who said
Walk
everything.
through Acadia.
Because he's
Talk
the only
to
one
my
who would have actually, like,
We aren't a
obviously
threat
they know
to
about the kid
anyone.
and everything, but he would have crafted you, or at least been in charge of that. And of course he doesn't want you to know you're a synth, because if you know you're a synth, you're going to make very different decisions. If you know you're a synth, you know, you're obviously not going to side with the Brotherhood. You could side with the Institute, assuming you're a synth, but they also created you, so you could end up destroying them, being like, ha, you killed me, and you took my son, and you made me this abomination. You could side with the Railroad, I mean, being like, I'll free all these synths because of what they did, but it seems like a hollow victory at that point. But, no, I don't think he's telling you if that you're a synth, if you are a synth, because he doesn't want you to know. If you notice, your son tends to play a lot of things extremely close to the chest, and doesn't really tell you anything unless you need to know it. You know, he's very careful with his words and the way he portrays stuff.
Careful with your words.
I think that Nick and Dima were prototypes to create the kind of experiment that you are. You know, having a personality that can be completely grafted onto a synthetic body, and also having the capability to go ahead and learn and make decisions and stuff like that.
All right. I'll reserve judgment for now.
Thank you. Now, was there anything else I can do for you?
Yeah, I'd have to put a lot of, like, super crazy thoughts into all of this to be able to I'd have to tie all the ends together to really tell you
Who are you?
my whole
What's
theory
your
and all the
story?
evidence
I
I've got.
came
There's
to
a
this
lot of
island over a
evidence in this
century
game,
ago,
but
hiding from my creators, the Institute. But after my escape felt secured, I was left with nothing. No programmed task. No false memories. I spent a year just sitting in a cave. Just sitting. One day, it finally occurred that maybe I could decide for myself what to do, who I was. I've been doing that ever since. Was there anything else?
Tell me more about this place, Acadia.
All I want is to bring as many synths here as I can, and give them a chance to know what they really are. To embrace it. Beyond that, we just want to live in peace. I don't have any grand plans for expansion. Just existing as we are now is enough. Was there anything else?
So, everyone here in Acadia is a synth?
Yes.
I'm not trying to say
Either
you're
they
wrong.
were escapees we
I've never
managed to
believed you
find
the
before the
character is a synth.
Institute could, or they were victims.
No,
of the
it's
mind.
okay. I mean, that's the
And we
beauty of these
revealed the
games. They're all theories, and like, if somebody comes out and disproves it and says, "Hey, you're not a synth," I don't think that the people who designed it have ever come out and said, "Hey, you're not a synth," though. Maybe they have. You know what? Let's look it up.
Take your time.
The game's story is not without its valid. There was an opportunity for a great twist, and that didn't take up, despite fitting well with the story element. Fallout 4's protagonist should have found out they were a synth.
Are you all right?
Is your character a synth? Here's all the reasons why. Is your main character a synth? Man, this theory goes back forever. All synths have synth components, probably. If you kill Magneto, leave her body.
Careful with your words. Admirable.
Yeah, so there is no actual, like, there's nothing saying you can't be a synth, but there is a lot of evidence pointing to the possibility that you are a synth, and it looks like it might have actually been some cut content or something. Yeah, Trash Can Carla, all the roaming traders, all of them are reporting to the Institute. That's kind of one of the big reasons why they pass through Sanctuary Hills so often, or why you can find Trash Can Carla there, is because she's reporting to the Institute. And it's why, if you wait around, every single trader will pass through Sanctuary Hills. And they usually tend to pass not too long within each other. You think Dogmeat's definitely a synth? I can see it. I can absolutely see it. Yeah, and if you don't find Dogmeat originally, if you avoid the red rocket before...
I should get going.
Of course.
Perhaps we're in there
It's like the
a long
homeless in
time.
Oblivion.
Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
Yeah, it's one of those things that if you don't find Dogmeat beforehand, Nick will actually call Dogmeat as his greatest consultant that he's worked with before on detective missions. So regardless, you'll always be introduced to Dogmeat.
Relax. All will be fine.
Oh, it's even funnier if you really want to get into this. Some of the birds that you find in the Institute are actually synths. Because there is a wall in one of the things where they have a whole security wall, right? And that security wall shows footage from those areas, but it's always where you find birds at. So some of the birds that are flying around are actually synths. So the possibility that Dogmeat is there to also keep eyes on you doesn't, like, it. I mean, it pans out pretty well if they have birds that are cameras monitoring the Commonwealth, and they've already made synthetic gorillas. I mean, reaching out to make a dog that would also follow you no matter what. You know, but they have massive carrying capacity. Makes sense.
So, you've talked to Dima. You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
So you're a synth?
I am. I hope that's not a problem for you.
Gorilla
Dima
synths
has
are
worked
pog.
hard to
Man,
create a
gorilla
place
synths
for
were a
us
pain
where
in
we
the
can
ass
be safe from
when
those
one
who
day I
don't
tried to
accept
take out
us.
the
He's
Institute
put so much of
on a
himself
thing.
into this. All his time and energy devoted to helping others. He never stops to think of himself. Sometimes I worry about...
Hello, welcome.
Well,
Elmo.
if I wasn't here to make sure his equipment is all functional. And that's not even
How you
mentioning
doing today?
maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep track of.
Bullet magnets? No, they're not bullet magnets. But, no, I mean, it makes sense to me. Like, the Institute already has birds that are acting as cameras. To make Dogmeat a synth wouldn't be too far a stretch. You know, to keep a track on their singular prototype that's capable of making its own decisions, being you, would also be a good thing. There's too many things that point to your main character being a synth. in my opinion.
Seems like he's lucky to have you helping.
Thank you. That's very kind.
Can you tell me about the fog condensers?
Oh, those? Dima and I designed them when it became clear the fog was only getting worse. They're effective, but have such a limited range. Dima insisted we provide them to the people of Far Harbor, and I'm so glad we did. Without the condensers, I'm not sure they'd have anywhere left.
Nice save real quick.
Dima looks like he's had a lot of work done.
Well, that's certainly an understatement. Between the two of us, we've made so many modifications. He was just a prototype, never built for all this. It took a lot to overcome the limitations of the original design and expand his memory. It really is remarkable, isn't it? He's overcome so much. He's become so much more than he once was. And all he thinks of is others.
Yeah, okay.
If there's
I know
anything
your
I can
dark
do to help
secret,
out,
Dima.
just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. It's likely somewhat dangerous, though, so I understand if you'd rather not.
Canonically,
There's
I
a boat along the coast
believe
of the
dog
island.
meat is the
It
official
was transporting some
companion.
hardware we needed.
Yeah,
Storage
I believe
drives.
so.
The boat never finished the trip, you see, so the drives are still out there. I could really use them here for extra parts, if nothing else. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here, so does this sound like something you could handle?
I'm pretty sure that the dogs are always canine companions regardless. I'm pretty sure that just like dog meat in the original, dog meat in the second, dog meat in the fourth. I don't remember if dog meat was in the third or not. But yeah, the dog is always a companion. Plus, synth, like dog was in Fallout New Vegas with Rex, so it's not a far-fetched idea. I mean, they can make all kinds of stuff, so I assume that it's a thing. Yeah, and Rex, I wouldn't say Rex is a synthetic.
Oh dear.
Rex
Did I
is more of
confuse
an android.
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
The island is dangerous, after all.
Uh-huh. But I could really use the spare parts.
I really could use the spare parts.
Alright, I'm gonna go take my dog out real quick because she has been patiently waiting by the door to go outside. So I will be back momentarily. Please stand by, guys. It'll be like 5 minutes. Alright, give me just a second. I am just gonna fill my dog's bowl with some food. She's always so excited. I mean, we all know dogs are super excited about food, but man, she just like loses her damn mind when food is involved. All the training that I put into her, she doesn't give a damn about it. If there's food, she'll do whatever you ask, but man, she won't listen if she gets a hold of it and starts eating. Luckily, it was pretty easy when we made the transition to soft food from hard. She took to it pretty well, so. Plus, with her teeth having issues and everything, I'm glad that we made the transition earlier. Don't dogs get excited over a pen dropping on the floor? Maybe. And Dogmania is definitely on the third. Okay, yeah. That's what I couldn't remember, that if you get Dogs Meets Puppy. I thought that was in this one. So that's why I couldn't remember if it was in the third. Because I thought it was in 4. Go ahead, girl.
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers, fog crawlers, there's no end to what's out there. And what might still be out there. But the point is that we already lost someone once. And I don't want to see that happen again.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know. My dog tends to
you
get
up for
excited
it?
over very specific things.
Sure thing, Faraday. I'll get the drives for you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Alright, data recovery, storage drives. Great. Let's go talk to everybody. I know that there is, one of them is a merchant and has some great stuff, but I just cannot recall what exactly they have. I just remember it was pretty good.
Antiques, huh?
Yep. So I'm tracking you along, Nick.
Hey, Dima.
Acadia is open to you. Did you need anything?
Nope. That's it. Not a thing. Technical documents. Need that for the Brotherhood. Maybe I should put everything into Dalton Farms for right now, then when I leave Far Harbor I can go grab all of it at once, rather than lugging it back from Far Harbor all the way over, and then it just becomes a pain.
Say the word, I'll take a crack at that terminal for you.
Listen, you can't crack master terminals, I believe. Believe you have attempted to crack a master terminal before, and it just doesn't work out.
Hey.
I'm listening.
Yes.
Faraday, leave me alone. I'm not here to talk to you.
Hey.
What? Oh, sorry. Just got my head full of what Dima was talking about. It's a bit of a shock. What do you think he is, really? Family?
It's hard to deny it, Nick. Similarities are pretty obvious.
I spent a long time wondering if the Institute had made any other prototypes. If I was just a failure, or they gave up, or just plain got bored. I always thought I was just more of their discarded trash. I never thought of the possibility that someone wanted me out. Helped me escape. There's got to be some kind of proof out there. What really happened between me and Dima? I'd appreciate it if we could keep an eye out.
Yeah, this is pretty important for character development.
Of course, Nick.
I mean,
We'll
I
find
could have
something.
brought him, and it
Thanks.
would have been good for
I know we don't have
getting
much
his
to
stuff
go
knocked
on.
out, but
Just keep me in mind if you find something that might give us some answers.
yeah, I think we'll drop these all at Dalton Farm whenever we're not heading towards anything. Silver lockets. There's some more food. Yeah, this is the main hub area I remember seeing all the time.
I assume you're not planning on staying long.
I'll probably be leaving soon.
That's for the best. Acadia is only as secure as we make it. We take unnecessary risks, we get careless, and things can go bad. Fast.
Yeah,
If
like,
there's a safe
everybody
lead,
thinks
safe
that
place,
Dejan
then
was,
we take
like,
them in.
an asshole, but
You
he
live
really
as a
was just
simp,
taking
without
security.
fear. You don't fit that description. That makes you an unnecessary risk.
Yeah.
It's nothing personal. Minimizing our contact with outsiders is just practical.
Is there anything I can say or do to change your mind?
Just don't cause any problems.
So,
Yep.
I understand you've seen a good bit of our island. What do you think?
It's kind of beautiful in its own way.
That's refreshing. Most don't view it the same. I'm glad someone else can see it. This island, with all of its danger and beauty, predates you and I. The ecosystem isn't what it once was, but it has adapted, and it will continue to adapt. Long after we're
everybody's
gone.
yep.
What's important, really important in the long run, is understanding it, and then passing that knowledge along to those who will follow us.
So, what exactly are you doing?
As much as I can, given limited resources. Cataloging specimens, observing evolutionary trends, compiling data for future generations. I should note that I'm not fully versed in human anatomy, but I'm your best chance of medical assistance should you require it. Since Dima has approved of you,
Yeah, but
I'm
I
more
mean,
than
your
willing to
anatomy
offer
is
help.
almost the exact same as humans, so, like...
What can you tell me about Acadia?
It was originally a place of science. I like that about it. Feels like home in a way. I don't mean the Institute when I say home. More that, I don't know, that abstract feeling of belonging someplace. We all belong here, in our own way.
Yeah, and I don't know how
Dima's
many
to be
people
thanked
actually
for that.
finished out Far Harbor because the frame rate issues and everything
Hey,
else, like...
Can I help you?
It caused all kinds of issues, so...
So, what's your story?
Similar to most here, I think. I fled the Institute feeling that anything else would be allowing myself to remain trapped, constantly in fear. I chose not to go into hiding, though. I felt to do that, I'd lose what makes me... me. Does that make sense? If I lost my life, that'd be one thing. To lose my identity, that was too much to bear. Thankfully, it never came to that. So, here I am.
Excuse me.
Can I help you?
I'd like to help you with your research.
Oh.
Yep, there we go.
Well,
Good
that's
stuff.
thoughtful of you. Okay. What can we have you do? There's a flower native to this island, a species of the
Asters,
genus
yep.
Aster, that has survived remarkably well.
Hello, Nick.
It doesn't quite have the brilliance of color that I understand it once did. Before... well, before the war. I'm personally rather fond of them, but lately have been investigating secondary chemical properties they possess. If you could bring me additional samples, it would speed up my research. I can offer you a meager amount of caps, if that makes the idea more appealing.
I have some flowers for you.
I'm sorry, is this a joke I'm not in on? If you do actually find any, I'll be happy to take them.
Alright, so she'll pay me for asters. That's good. If I remember, I believe this guy in the janitor's outfit was my favorite of the synths here.
Building a collection or something?
Yeah. I'm building a collection of shut the fuck ups.
Sounds
I've got
like
a
you
few
got
of
the
them
all
if
clear.
you need them.
So what's your story?
I came here looking for Kasumi.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Is AFK talking to a
That
friend who wanted
Kasumi's a
to...
good enough kid, I suppose.
like
Little
a horrible
confused,
cough.
maybe.
It's
But
okay.
then, aren't we all?
Appreciate
Not that
you
anyone's
coming
asking,
back.
But I'll tell you, it all gets easier to deal with when you realize none of it matters.
None of it matters.
What you are, where you came from.
That's why he calls himself
let go of
Cog,
all that,
because he's
and
just
life
another
gets simple.
cog in the machine.
Is there anything you care about?
I mean, staying alive is preferable to not. Beyond that, what's the point of caring? Anyway, lately I've taken to amusing myself with trading. Don't have much to work with, but I'm always happy to make a good deal. Let me know if you need something. I probably won't have it, but let me know anyway.
Anything interesting you
he
can
was
tell
the
me
trader,
about Acadia?
that's what I
God,
remember.
no. Have you looked around this place? Death by boredom is a legitimate concern. So, come on. You want to do a little trading?
So, what's your story?
Me? No story here. Not one that matters, anyway. Like I said, it's not worth holding on to. Nice of you to ask, though.
Hi.
Need something?
Yeah, let's trade.
I'll take a look. Sure.
You
Now
have
we're
some
talking.
pretty good stuff if I recall. Let me see. Piercing submachine gun. Ugh, nope. Tactical powerful 44. Nope. Is it in your armor? I swore that he had something that I wanted off of him. Oh, he does have a hazmat suit, though. Maybe I could get everybody in hazmat suits. Imagine being another brick on the wall. Yeah. All in all. Can't imagine that. Hazmat suits. Only 120. It's not bad. Ooh, heavy leather, though. I could buy this now and then save myself some time later looking for it. Oh, there it is. The Recon Marine chess piece. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. You could get Adam's Bulwark. I believe if you get Adam's Bulwark, which is a unique Children of Adam. If you get it at too low a level, it ends up being arms. But if you manage to get it at a higher level, it'll always be the chess piece. But man, look at that. 18,000. I could just outright buy it and lose all my caps. We'll bring some stuff. We'll bring all of my stuff over to deal with that all at once, rather than do it right now. Let's get the electro mags and shotgun shells. I actually need the 308 rounds now, so...
Hi.
Hello, Cole. Let's just go get to know everybody that's around here.
You're new here too, huh? I mean, I haven't been here that long myself. Honestly, I'd be dead right now if it weren't for Chase. Turns out it's pretty hard to live as a synth in the Commonwealth.
That it is.
I'm sorry to hear that you suffered.
Thanks, but it doesn't matter now. I'm here, and I'm safe. And I'm never leaving. I'll see you around, okay?
Hey.
If it weren't for Dima, most of us would probably be dead.
Mm-hmm. Something about Cole just... See, here's the thing. I should be able to tell that these guys are synths. They should have a thing. I don't know why it suddenly stopped showing me that they have a resistance.
Count on violence to solve their problems. You only have to look around to see where that got us.
Need something?
Nope, not anymore. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't show me their values anymore.
You want to buy something or what?
Oh, maybe he's the
What can
one
you tell
who
me
also
about
is a
Acadia?
thing.
It's smaller than I'd like it to be. But then, we don't exactly have the numbers to fill someplace larger. Makes it easier to defend anyway. Forget it. Did you want something or not?
So, what's your story?
I don't like talking about it. I made it to Acadia. That's what matters. Now that I'm here, I'm going to make sure nothing happens to it.
Okay.
Hi.
You want to buy something or what?
Yeah,
Let's see what you have.
Don't touch everything, okay?
Don't touch everything. Automatic radium rifle. That's pretty good. Oh, this one has the laser sighting on it, doesn't it? It do. Electrified, Chinese sword, harpoon gun, plasma scatter. Old reliable. There it is. There she blows. That's what I'm about right here. This thing. I was trying to remember where it came from, and now that I know it's here, yeah. Sergeant Ash. Yeah, a crippling flamer. No point in getting that, but I will at some point. Scoped hardened radium rifle. The automatic radium rifle, I think up there is pretty good. I believe I already have one back at in the Commonwealth. I'll have to get a lab coat, and then I'll have to get a Vault-Tec lab coat. Seeing the two of them together. It's a yellow sticker hats. Yellow slicker hat. Got it. Not yellow sticker hat. We're not giving away prizes. Alright, let's see. It's all gonna have to be an ammo because I don't have much else to give away, so. 45 rounds, got plenty. 50 cal, I don't see myself using. 10 mil. 556, I'm certainly not gonna use. Flamer fuel, sure. Gamma rounds, I don't see myself using any gamma rounds, so. Harpoons, can't see myself using those. Same with the missiles. But that should be more than enough. Yeah, I think she can go crazy, the one in the skirt.
New girl, right? Must be, because I don't recognize you.
Look, I'm not anybody worth talking to. My head is killing me. Now's not a good time.
Yeah, I remember she has a headache.
wrong?
I think it's because of
We're
the
doing
wipe
this
or something.
anyway? Even after saying I don't want to talk? God. You try having somebody botch a mind wipe on you and see how it feels. Then get back to me, okay?
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah, well, you couldn't have, so just forget it.
I'm really not up to chatting right now.
I'm really not up to chatting right now, yeah. I remember her. Ammo.
So you're that new gal from the Commonwealth.
Hello, Miranda.
So wonderful to meet someone from back home. I'm afraid Kasumi doesn't seem to want to discuss it, but how are things there?
Getting better every day, I think.
Oh, that's so good to hear. I would like to see it again someday. Once things settle down here. Acadia is all well and good, I suppose. But honestly, it does get a bit boring.
I believe I can tell her to leave if I want to, but...
You're safe here. That's what really matters.
I suppose. One could do with a little excitement now and then, though. Don't you think? I'm sure I'll see you around. Do take care.
It might not look like much.
Hi. One
This
day,
is the only place
I'm
know
gonna
of
get out
where I
there
don't
and
need to
see the
hide who I
rest
am.
of the world.
Can I ask for her? Nope, I can't. Okay. Cool. Mind wipe issues. This takes me back up.
Can't pick this.
Yeah, there should be another one that takes me down, I think. Yeah, there it is. No paintbrush. Man, they really don't live in the greatest of conditions.
Safely, knowing we're free.
Knowing we're free.
Ugh, circuitry is completely fried.
Yeah, so long as you're carrying it.
You're gonna be carrying it, don't worry, Nick. I got you. Wouldn't want you to miss out on all the fun stuff we're doing. Yeah, the Junkrat and me just cannot let things go. I'm just constantly on the path for junk, for loot. Condensed fog. Is it considered oil? We'll leave it there because I don't exactly know what it's for, and I wouldn't want to grab it in case I need it for something else. Those jugs are huge. Ha, look at them huge jugs! Sorry, bad joke is bad. Alright, that's all condensed fog. Fuse, microscope, duct tape, that little fan. Current projects: Acadia, fog condensers, flow intake power reduced by 7.2, representing into precise words were noted and ignored. Jeez, noted and ignored. Corrosion noted in multiple locations, adaptive seating, recalibrate power couplings upgrade. I am concerned that we're approaching the limits of what Dina's internal power source could safely accommodate. Too much more of these risk overworking. We'll say it's like Kate's. I like Kate's story the most. Kate's story is pretty good. In terms of like backstory, yeah, I think Kate has the most interesting. It's not like they give you very many options either. I surprisingly like Porter Gage's stuff. The Raider. I think his stuff is pretty interesting. Longfellow has a pretty tragic, like, backstory as well. I don't know, the Raider just feels nice. Although, I think it's hilarious romancing him. That always fucking cracks me up. Bronner requesting surgery. Surgery completed successfully. Minor scarring. Satisfied with procedure. Techniques improved every additional attempt. 9. V5 brought in after incident on island. Severe trauma on head. The cognitive functions impaired. Functionality restored. Redacted brought in after incident during trip to Acadia. Significant trauma to left arm repaired. Full functionality restored. MacReady is probably a second favorite. I hate MacReady with a passion. I cannot stand him as a companion. I think he's annoying. I don't like his morality standards. Like, he is just not a good companion to me. Also, if any of you guys have Project Zomboid, feel free to let me know. We have a server that we just started playing on, but I don't know. I'd be more than up for backstory speaking. I guess I still don't like I get that he was from Little Lamplight and all of that, but still, he's still my least favorite companion. Vacuum tubes. Oh jeez. 45 rounds. All of this ammo come to me. Give me your mini nukes. And Raider leg. Don't need that pipe pistol. It's too bad that I can't freaking get the dismantler perk that gives me good stuff for dismantling. So picking up pipe pistols and whatnot doesn't even matter, because I'm not smart enough to make use of the dismantling feature.
Acadia's far away enough from the Institute that we don't have to worry, right?
Hey.
Acadia's far away enough from the Institute that we don't have to worry,
That's funny,
right?
because I'm Institute. I actually never turned these guys in. I know that you can get both things for saving Acadia and then destroying it. Why people love Curie so much. She's an OP companion, probably the strongest in it. Why wouldn't you love Curie? Curie's great.
Every day's a struggle here.
My only issue is that her skill set changes when she transfers from robot to human, or robot to synth. I believe before she transfers to a synth, she's capable of doing hacking and stuff like that. But I think afterwards... But I think afterwards, she is incapable of doing that and gets an improved, like, first aid function, which doesn't really matter anymore because you can't really use it.
Could you keep going? I don't sleep or eat or anything like that. But if you need to, you do it.
I'm okay, Nick. We're all good.
Hey.
I'm all... Well, don't keep me in suspense.
Your thoughts?
You know, winter looked even worse than I expected for a 200-year-old ghoul.
Your thoughts?
Traveling alone just doesn't hold the same allure it used to.
Just wanted to check in, see how you feel things are going between us.
Well, to not put too fine a point on it, you're the best damn partner I've ever had. So I'd say I'm doing pretty good.
Oh,
that's all.
Got it.
Thanks, Nick.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
What's that you're working on?
Just trying to cobble some pre-war junk into something usable. Now, do you mind telling me what you're doing here?
I'm a detective. I was hired to find you.
You're a what? You came all this way... for me?
You left without telling your folks why. You must have known they'd be worried.
Look, my mom and dad... I mean...
These
people that were
people.
taking care of me. They wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
Not if they knew the truth.
What do you mean?
I'm not their daughter. I'm a synth. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
Alright. Let me just save real quick.
You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Ray are still your parents.
Look, I get it. They hired you to bring their daughter back, and I wish I could.
Goodbye, Kasumi. Are you gonna need that? Oh, you gonna do? Shoot me, Valentine? I'm already dead.
You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Ray are still your parents.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here
It's
than
funny
just the refuge.
because
But I can't leave
she's
until I've
not a
gotten to the
synth,
bottom of it.
but Sturgis is a
I've
synth.
been running long enough.
When people have been able to go ahead and murder her, she has no synth component, but Sturgis, who is also an unkillable character, does have a synth component.
What kind of problem is there in Acadia?
It's a long story. I just have to figure out how to... Wait, you find things, track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me.
Yes, I
What
find
if I told
people,
you
not
that there's
things,
a secret?
but...
A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
All right. I'm listening.
Okay. Where to begin? You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there. And that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
We should
Yeah,
get to
maybe.
the bottom of this. If Dima is putting on an act, we
Go
need
find
to
a
know.
1993 Mankish Black Lotus. You find things, right? Find me a Black Lotus. Now, you know what's really funny? In Fallout 2, there is a Magic the Gathering card game in there. And it's really, really difficult to find the cards. But you can find decks of cards, and if you have enough
You're
luck...
Not saying anything.
and if you have enough of these cards, there are people who will actually play you in the game. There's one guy specifically who knows the game and will play you. But if you end up losing to him, I think you lose your cards because it goes by the old anti-rules of Magic. So you have to just really luck out when you play him. And he'll give you some quote,
Hello?
rare cards.
You're just standing there.
You don't trust Dima?
Got the joke? Yeah, of course.
After you came all this way for him?
I didn't come to Acadia for him. I came here because this place offered answers.
Yeah,
And now that I've
I have
found
a
the place I belong,
I have
I'd
a
rather not
lot
lose it
of
all if
Magic
Dima is
cards.
secretly planning to destroy
Card
everything.
games are they're my one big, like, if I have something that I throw my money into, it's card games. I have been playing card games for a long ass time. I've got a nearly complete first edition Pokemon collection.
Hello?
For
You're
the
just
original
standing
3
there.
series. I'm only missing my first edition Charizard, and that's because I was an idiot and traded it off when I was a kid for a Zapdos. I do have a Charizard in the collection. I mean, it's still there, but it's just not a first edition one, which, you know, not great, but it's there. But that's all fully complete.
You're not saying
Just bought a
anything.
Dockside Precon for $60. Dockside is $70. You know, I don't know how to feel about where Magic is going. I haven't bought physical Magic in a long time. I think I stopped buying physical Magic at...
Hello? You're just standing there.
Man, I don't remember the last box that I bought. I think it might have been the last Theros set that came out. And that was the last physical box of Magic I bought. You know, they're really bleeding the community dry, burning up all their goodwill and everything else. So I'm just, I can't go back to it. I think in terms of card games, what's this card game that I had put some money into? Blood and something or other. Magic is good. Marking choice as well.
Hello?
Blood and
You're
something?
Just standing there.
Flesh and Blood, I think it's called. I think that is probably one of the best card games I've played in a long, long time. I really enjoy Flesh and Blood.
I'll help if I can, but that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a
Flesh and Blood
perfect
looks
spot
fun.
to hide and
Played it.
eavesdrop.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's
I
been
really
locked
like
up.
card games.
I've
They're
also tried
probably
breaking
some
into
of my...
Faraday's terminal,
I could
since
pass
he and Dima
all
are so
my
close,
time
but
playing card games.
security on
No
it is
problem.
crazy.
One of those things I just really enjoy.
I'll figure this out. Just stay here.
Okay. Good luck, and come back as soon as you've found anything.
From one case to a new one. It's never easy for us, is it?
Optional. Talk to the Faraday. Jeez, that's a lot of stuff there. I can't hack the terminal. I could talk to Dima. I think I'll start there, talking to Dima. I'm sure that's not going to go well, but...
Dima?
Is there anything I can do?
Let's see what happens here.
Kasumi says she's seen parts of your memories. Death projections. For Far Harbor and the center of the island.
That's unfortunate. She should be focusing on
she should be
herself,
bearing the burden.
her new life. She shouldn't have to bear the burden of the outside world.
Yeah.
Please, this is a matter best left to me and my advisors. We aren't planning to destroy the island. Those projections were merely to help us realize the cost of inaction.
The ancient
Just
Mew.
a handy reference, huh? Expect us to just take your word on it?
Oh, you know what? Let's make a whole new save, because I don't want to quick save into this conversation. Let's save one of the older saves here. Let's go for... Yeah, save 105. I know that One Piece came out with a card game. I actually have a nice... in Naruto the card game, I have a very interesting deck. It's one of the few mill decks in that game, and it runs off of, like, Uchihas. And it's an Uchiha mill deck, which always catches people off guard for anybody who actually played it. Are you facing backwards now?
If this thing involves the whole island, then you need help. I can be your problem solver if you let me in.
I suppose there's something to be said about refusing help, even when it's offered and you're in need. There's a conflict that's been brewing on this island, shortly after we built Acadia. Between Far Harbor and the Children of Atom.
Simply put, they want to kill each other, and each side wants us to help them.
We've tried to stay neutral, but Far Harbor was going to be wiped out by the fog, so that's when we built the condensers for them.
And I was friends with the previous leader of the Children of Atom, Confessor Martin. I even gave them their headquarters, the submarine base they named the Nucleus.
Which was a mistake, because Martin is gone and the new Confessor, Tectus, is completely insane.
He's been threatening us, to force us to choose a side.
Some girl who
I left behind something very important in that submarine base I gave them.
Dima's earliest memories are stored in the military.
Yeah, I was kind of mad when I did my thing. I remember he had stolen some other stuff off of me, and I went to the teacher and was like, "This is what happened."
But
and they were
now
like,
Tectus
"Listen,
is in charge,
you're lucky I
and
don't
he's
go and
after
report all
Dima's
this to the
We don't even know
principal."
what's
And I'm
in
like,
them.
But
yeah,
we do
report it
know
to the
that I
principal.
spent nearly a
Well,
century
you shouldn't be having
on
these
this
cards out in
island
this class. I'm
alone.
like, yeah, okay, then
Whatever's
confiscate
in
him
there
so I
is
can get my
too
stuff back.
dangerous to
Thanks.
allow Tectus to get
Nope,
his hands
they
on
didn't.
them.
You left your memories behind? How does that work?
As a prototype synth, my raw data capacity is limited. I began using computer banks to expand, to give me room to ponder, see new things.
Yep, computer
I had to
banks,
leave
yep.
some of my earliest memories behind.
I really
when
hate
left
that
the
the
subbase
text
to the
can't
Children of
like
Atom.
change.
I thought they were
I would
safe.
love to change that text to like light blue or something to make it easier to see, like this.
I see. So what can I do to help?
If you're willing to retrieve what I've lost and bring my memories back to me, then we'd all be one step closer to solving this conflict without bloodshed.
You'll have to get through the Children of Atom's base. You're new
Oh,
on the
Chase.
island,
I don't
so
think
you
I've
might
had
be
the
able
chance
to pose
to
as a
talk to her.
recruit.
Then, once you get to the memory banks, you'll have to use a special program Dima and I have been working on to break through the security systems.
It's not going to be like a normal hack. You'll be breaking through a version of my own mental network. It'll consider you to be an intruder. I've loaded the program with some instructions I've recorded that will help guide you through it. I'm afraid it's difficult to explain without seeing it for yourself.
So how does this program work?
There will be
I
a
see.
fairly
The thing is, I am
ordinary-looking
too
terminal
dumb
with
to
some
understand this.
Attachments. The program will give you access to the
I'm
terminal.
far too dumb to
Once you
understand this.
attempt
I don't
to
understand
obtain a
why they
memory,
wouldn't like
your
either
perspective
dumb
might
down the
shift a little.
words that I use,
Just
or
relax then. The
like just
program
make
will
it so I
explain
can't
things
understand
to
what the
you as
hell
you
is
need
going
them.
on. That's what always bothered me. I really like low intelligence playthroughs because they're very funny. I think the best part about low intelligence playthroughs in this game, or just the Fallout series in general, is that although you can't understand most people, the ones who you normally couldn't understand with regular intelligence are all super well spoken because you're
Careful with
speaking
your
the same
words.
way they do.
Admirable.
I'll get your memories, Dima.
If we're lucky, the pre-war defenses have kept the Children of Atom at bay. But that means you'll have to get past them yourself. One more thing before you leave. Whatever you do, don't assault the Children of Atom directly. Our ultimate goal must be to bring peace. If you attack them, they'll consider themselves at war with the outside world.
If we find anything suspicious in those memories of yours, we'll be back. Count on it.
Report back to Kasumi. Ugh, what a pain. I'm sure she's gonna be like, why did you ask him?
Turns out Dima's earliest memories are in the hands of the Children of Atom. He's afraid of what they're going to find.
So, is that what those death projections were about? It wasn't Dima planning to destroy the island. He's worried the Children of Atom will. Or is he still hiding something? What could be in those memories that he would leave them behind? Is there really something in them that's dangerous?
Yeah.
Do you have a way in? Into his memories? Assuming you can get past the Children of Adam, of course.
About the Children of Adam, what do you know about them?
Well,
I
heard
really
about
like
them
the
a
Children
little
of
bit
Adam.
Back in the Commonwealth.
It's unfortunate
Radiation
that they
worship,
get such a
something
terrible
like
bad.
that.
Like,
I wasn't
rep.
in Far Harbor long, but there's a lot of hatred for them there. I overheard someone talking about killing a Child of Adam missionary. I can see why Dima would be worried. We just need to make sure we know he's not up to something else.
I got this program that Faraday and Dima wrote.
I also think it's
supposed to help
interesting.
me
I think
access the
what's her
memory
name
banks.
is
Really? How would that
the
work?
town leader.
When
I
was
believe
taking
she
a
is
peek
also
in
a
the computers
synth.
he has here, Dima was hooked up to his chair. I was just tapping into it. I wonder if you'll need to, you know, connect to the old banks the way he does? Some kind of connection between your head and the computer. Oh, but that's it. And then Faraday's program would be translating Dima's thoughts and data, helping you through any security guarding it. I'm sorry, I'm making assumptions. It's just, well, it's a little exciting, isn't it? You'll let me know what you find? I'll keep an eye on things here.
Yeah, I mean they have the technology like
So
to do stuff like
say
that.
I get
so.
the memories. What then?
If it's something that would really threaten the island, then it's better out of the hands of the Children of Adam. Or Far Harbor, even. And if Dima really can't be trusted, we'll have his own memories to confront him with.
I'll get Dima's memories, and then we'll figure out things from there.
Good luck.
Hey, nice. Oh, come on. You serious? You're gonna give me 541 XP? That's a lot. That's 2,500 XP. I gotta go back on that. That's 2,500 XP. That's not something I could just casually... Well, 541... 878... 108, maybe, and change? Aw, frick. That is my last save. God damn it.
If this thing involves...
I suppose there's...
Wait, right?
And I...
Which...
He's been...
But now...
But we do...
I see. So
If you...
you'll have...
Then...
It's...
I'll get your memories, Dima.
If we're our ultimate...
If we find anything suspicious in those memories of yours, we'll be back. Count on it.
Hey there. You track Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible, but thankfully she was never in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
I wanted to see for myself that she's safe.
You have my word. Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe, no matter what.
Yeah,
Understand?
she would have been a good companion.
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
That's not a subject we need to discuss. I manage. That's all.
Nope, we're gonna do this again. Gonna do this the right way. Yeah, they're all considered as essential companions until they're not.
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
I have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time with the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics, and use that to my advantage. You have Dima's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
Yeah.
So, what's your story?
I used to be a courser,
Obviously.
returning synths that had escaped from the Institute. I was tracking a synth and instead found Dima. He convinced me of the truth and the error of my ways. I rejected the Institute, made sure they couldn't track me, and dedicated my life to instead
Yeah,
helping
but the
synths
thing is,
find
she
freedom.
probably still has the chip that allows
Tell
her
me
to
about
transfer
Acadia.
in and
Dima's
out.
told you most of what you need to know. It's as safe as we can make it for now. With every new synth we rescue, we're better able to defend ourselves.
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact, there is. If you're serious about contributing, well, we've got a situation I need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island, so you may be decently equipped to handle it.
I am more than equipped to handle it.
What's the problem?
We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have been here by now. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned that he might have become lost on the way here.
You have any leads on where he might be?
You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That should convince him. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
I'm sure you won't.
So long as you're carrying it.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I want to go ahead and get done. Like, I just gotta be careful what exactly I do. Because there's a lot of good stuff in here that I could use to increase a lot of the companions. And I don't want to burn through a whole storyline just to figure out what the hell's going on with Valentine here. Indirectly assault them. Yeah. Maybe I can. Maybe I could just shoot them from 8 miles away. And that'll be that, right? Let me make sure I don't have the perk on. It's gone, so we're all good.
Turns out Dima's earliest memories are in the hands of the children of Adam. He's afraid of what they're going to find.
So
don't worry, I got it. I got it.
What those death projections were? Or do you have a way in?
I got this program.
Really? I wonder if you'll need to, you know, connect. Oh, but I'm sorry. I'm making assumptions. It's just
enough. I'll get Dima's memories.
Good luck.
So yeah, 541 is what the actual thing is worth on its own. That is an insane amount of XP. So we'll go ahead and just do that until it works.
Turns out Dima's earliest memories are in the hands of the children of Adam. He's afraid of what they're going to find.
So, is that what those death... Or is he still hiding? Do you have a way in?
I got this program that Faraday and Dima wrote. It's supposed to help me access the memory.
Really? I wonder if you'll need to... Oh, but that's it. And then Faraday's program... I'm sorry, I'm making assumptions. It's just... Well...
I'll get Dima's memories, and then we'll figure out things from there.
Good luck.
Nope. Yeah, we're gonna... This is, her voice acting is the best. Her voice acting is probably one of the better voice acting in the game. I mean, there's a lot worse voice acting. You're talking about Kasumi, right?
I got this program that...
Really? I wonder... Oh, but that's it. I'm sorry,
Okay, we'll save here. So it gives me this actual thing.
I'll get Dima's memory.
Good luck.
Nope. Kasumi's voice acting isn't bad in comparison. I will say Piper's voice Piper has the most unique voice But she certainly has, like, no...
I'll get Dima's memories,
freaking...
and then we'll figure out things
feeling
from there.
behind
Good luck.
it. I felt like a lot of the feeling in this wasn't there. A lot of the voice acting that happened in this game, like Preston just sounds like he's recording his lines while waiting in line at a tropical smoothie.
I'll get Dima's good luck.
You know, Piper also sounds like... Why? Why does Valentine insist on shooting me
I'll get
after
Dima's
I'm
memories,
already down?
and then we'll figure out things from there. Good luck. I'll get Dima's memories, and then we'll figure out things from there. Good luck.
There it is, there it is. Good XP. Yeah. Damn it. Yeah, I think Codsworth has by far some of the best... I accidentally typed. No, you're
I'll
good.
get Dima's memories.
I think Codsworth has by far the best voice in the whole game. No, that's okay. I understood what you meant by C.
I'll get Dima's memories, and then we'll figure out things from there. Good luck.
Yeah, that's a lot of XP to just
I'll get Dima's
not try
memories,
and get.
and then we'll figure out things from there. Good luck.
So if it doesn't give me the thing, that's the most XP I've seen outside of like couple missions in the very beginning of the game, I think.
I'll get Dima's memories. Good luck.
So yeah, this is gonna be a constant reload. It's not something I can just casually not take here.
I'll get Dima's memories, and then we'll
Why do you keep
figure out
shooting yourself?
things from there.
I'm
luck.
just reloading the save. It's faster to reload this way than it is to go through the, pressing the start menu, going down to load, selecting the file, then waiting for the file to go ahead and load and say, hey, is this the file you want? And then say yes, and then waiting for it
I'll
to
get
load.
Dima's memories.
It's way
and then
faster if I
we'll
just shoot myself.
Figure out things from there.
To
Good
reload
luck.
the game. So, the reason why I'm doing it is because I have a perk called Idiot Savant. I have the perk at its highest level, but I think at its second to highest, it gives me a chance to get 5 times the amount of experience from any experience source. So I am trying to get it to proc on
I'll get Dima's
the
memories.
quest
and then
completion.
we'll
So instead of getting
figure out things from
540
there. Good
XP,
luck.
I'll get like 20 something. 2600 XP, which will push me over. There are very few sources that pay out this much XP, so it's totally worth
I'll get
taking a
Dima's
little bit of
memories,
time
and then we'll
to go ahead
figure out
and
things
try
from
and
there.
force
Good luck.
the skill to hit rather than pay out farm for the XP. Sometimes it's worth it. If it's over 300 XP, I usually find it to be worth it. If it's under 300, it's usually not.
I'll get Dima's memories.
I can make
and
almost
then
200
we'll
off of a
figure
good
out
pool.
things from there. Good luck.
Second favorite hairstyle. There it is. Is it the good XP? Yeah. Look at that. 2700 XP. Good stuff. Alright, so what do we put into? I could either go into damage resistance. Let's see. I think maybe sneak might work out best right now. Or we could continue... You know what? Let's continue to go into big leagues. So that should make the Ripper, like, 17. That's so weird. I wonder why the Ripper is consistently going up and down. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse. I mean, overall, it's doing more damage than when I started, but, like... I feel like it's not as strong as where it was.
Take a look.
Alright, let's go ahead and put all this stuff into Nick. It's too bad that, like, I've always wanted a thing where you could join up with the Children of Adam, but it doesn't seem like there is one. Alright, there's a ton to do out here.
Acadia's far away enough from the Institute that we don't have to worry, right?
Oh, hold on. Storage room notice. Read. Is great for general goods. It's not a free-for-all. I'm not working with much to begin with, so quit taking things. If you need to get in here, come by the store. I'm going to say no, but you can ask all you want. Oh, that's funny. It's got to be left. I think left quarter. No? Okay, it's right quarter.
Nice.
Right fifth. Didn't I already crack this open? Yeah, let me get this gas canister and all of these bullets. He was not kidding. They do not have very much in here, do they? Yeah, they've got some Radaways, some poison, a Braxo cleaner. Yeah, they don't have very much in here. Some purified water, a little bit of duct tape, cork boards. That's it? Yep. Caps. I wonder if I even have enough to be able to make like 18,000 caps worth of stuff. I'm sure I do. In all the things that I own. Especially between all the mines and explosives and other junk. I guess we'll start with the ejectile. Alright, so help the synths, data recovery, arrival, access to terminals. Reloading the save is hard. What do you mean? Oh, because you prefer to just keep the keep your consequences and stuff. I don't have a problem with it. Like, I normally would have. In my original playthrough, I didn't play with Idiot Savant. It's just that in my original playthrough, like, here, I'll just show you here. Where are we? So this has 26 days of time on it, and it is nowhere near as far along as my current save is. Which, you know what? Hold on. Let me save, like, hard save real quick. I have forgotten some of the stuff that I have on my original file here. And I believe one of them actually has a pretty interesting project I was working on. I don't know if it's that far to where its full degree was, but let me see, is this the right one? Yeah, we're gonna load some ancient history here. Let's see, Vanilla's, yeah. I don't think it has all the stuff that it used to. The mods might have disappeared, but we're not going to save or anything on this. But yeah, you're going to see something really dumb. I spent a lot of time, and I'm pretty sure the save file for this got erased for like some of the complete stuff. And it took hours to get any of this stuff done on my original file. And see, look, 25 days in, I only have 125. So, like... Okay, is this the... Yeah, this was, I think, the original one that I was working. Yeah, I had like a whole like song's worth of stuff here for it. But let's see. Did I have the other one here? No, I don't think I had the other one built yet. Over here, I used to have... Man, let me tell you, I filled up the entirety of this area right here crafting Megalovania. It took so fucking long to craft Megalovania. That's probably why I had so many hours on here. But yeah. That was where I spent most of my time. I filled up, like, I think from this wall right here all the way over here with nothing but machinery, and it had multiple layers and stuff, but I managed to get Megalovania done. But, you know, it's not there anymore, so I can't do much about it. So... yeah, I think about it all the time, about maybe starting it back up, my old project, to clear out Vault 88 of everything and everybody in it, and then see about making space and making new music and stuff like that inside of it. But man, it takes so long to make that music. It takes a ton of time. 2 hours to build a fortress. Jeez. Yeah, I think Starlight Drive-In is a very underrated place. I think it's fairly strong. It's easy to go ahead and fight anything on all sides. I may turn it into my my power armor display this time, because I'm always looking for good places to display power armor and stuff like that. So retrieve the data drives. I guess let's start by talking to Brooks. Or maybe I should go to go get what's his name first, then talk to Brooks maybe later. Cranberry Island Bog. This is retrieving the things. That's Children of Adam. Yeah, I was there earlier. Retrieve the flux sensor from Eagle Cove's tannery. Oh, Longfellow's cabin. I didn't realize he was up there. Just have to do it the regular way.
You're in charge here. You can't just ignore a crime.
I have my hands full helping my people.
Avery.
I hope the harbor's being good to you.
There may have been a crime.
Oh, Pearl? Oh, hello.
Ah, you there. Are you that detective I've heard about?
I guess you could say that.
Oh, wonderful. I wasn't sure how I was ever going to find you.
Sounds like we may have another case on our hands.
Of course.
I haven't been able to find any of the local police force. The louts. I don't want to start a panic, but, well, we may have a murder on our hands, and we need an outside set of eyes.
A murder? The fortress was flooded with turrets. Not even 100 death claws could penetrate it. Wow. Location of crime. Let's quick save here.
Where did the crime take place?
At the Cliff's Edge Hotel, just north of the town.
Yeah.
You must help us. Every moment we wait, our residents are at risk.
I don't know what I just got from it, but...
Who's the victim?
Well, we want to keep this out of the tabloids, but it's Ezra Parker, the financier of the hotel. Will you help us solve this heinous crime?
I'll try this again. This is probably going to be really difficult, but...
Who are your employers?
I'm not at liberty to give out my employer's personal information, but you will, of course, be meeting with them.
Ow! Okay, well... Try this again, Pearl. Tell me who your employers are, or we're going to be at this all day.
Who are your employers?
I'm not at liberty to give out my employer's personal information.
Pearl, there's infinite possibilities here. You'd better just cough up and give up the ghost here. Because you're not going to like the amount of times we do this.
I shouldn't say out here
okay,
in the open,
perfect.
but my employers are quite wealthy, as are the other patrons of the hotel. Will you help us solve this heinous crime?
Is this conversation on the clock?
Oh, yes. Well, I suppose I do have a bit of petty cash on me that I could provide for your time. Will you help us? There may still be a murderer at large.
This type of investigation usually requires a retainer.
Oh, you're a private investigator, not an employee of the state. Well, yes, then I suppose a retainer can be arranged. Please, you must help us. Every moment we wait, our
Listen,
residents are at
45
risk.
bucks isn't even... It's gonna get me, like, maybe a donut.
Okay, I'll help.
Oh, thank goodness. Shall I guide you to the Cliff's Edge Hotel now?
Go ahead. I'll meet you there.
Very good. I shall meet you at
That
the
way I
main
can
entrance
line
to
up
the
a lot
hotel.
of these quests for later.
Having it done to the hull?
I'm scraping by.
Best deals in town. Well, really, the only deals in town.
Don't let the island catch you off guard.
I need to talk to you about a missing synth.
Yeah? Well, it's not something I talk about with outsiders. So you can either buy something or move along.
If that synth got lost somewhere on the island, he could be in real trouble. Don't you care about that?
Look, friend, no offense, What I care about is my business.
What I care about is my business.
Ah, that famous Bar Harbor hospitality. How could you not love it?
It grows on you. Will there be anything else?
Look, Chase sent me, so unless you want to piss her off, you better lose the attitude right now.
Chase. The name sounds vaguely familiar. I can't quite place it.
Can't quite
Anyway,
place it.
You want to buy something?
Wow.
I'm working with Chase. She told me that your designation is L792.
Okay, I believe you. Keep it down, all right? It's real private information.
Yeah, well, maybe you should have
Well,
fucking
since
listened
you're
to me the
talking
first,
about-
like, 8 times
He's a
I tried to
younger guy.
talk to you, huh?
Maybe early 20s with white hair. Goes by the name Derek. Thing is, he showed up way earlier than he was supposed to. Thought a courser was on his tail, so he rushed the timetable. To be honest, the guy was a wreck. He was scared shitless, looking over his shoulder every 5 minutes and attracting unwanted attention. Tried to calm him down, but he panicked and ran off into the fog. That was the last I saw of him.
Yep, he's probably gonna be, Wow. Wow, look at this fucking lady in the back. Is this lady or dude? Look at this person in the back. Being like, nah, I'm not paying any attention to this conversation, but, let me just, he's about to give me the riz. See this? He's
We're
clapping
still
his
talking,
hands together,
right?
wiping them. He's like, I'm about to give this baby the riz. When she added this conversation, he checked out my butt. What is this dude?
Can you
Oh,
tell me anything
man.
else? I'm gonna need more information than that if I'm gonna find the synth.
I wish I had more to give you.
Terrible.
He disappeared into the fog. I haven't seen him since.
Relax. I'll take care of this.
Sorry. My nerves are a little shot right now. Look, if you're really going after that synth, pretty sure he took the road south out of town. Maybe you could head that way.
Yep,
Just
we'll
be
head that
careful
way.
out there. And thanks. There aren't many who'd go out in the fog to help a synth, especially one they don't even know. I feel like shit about what happened. I really do. I hope you can make it right.
Find that missing synth. Alright, what do we got in here? Meet Pearl, activate the turrets, collect documents.
The children of Adam are dangerous. Don't trust them. I hope the harbor's being good to you.
Do you know of anyone that could use some help?
The mirror.
Mare and Cassie.
I have to go.
Be well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Avery is also a synth as well.
Dock in that. Bait shop.
I don't want to turn that in. That's something I could bring Hancock to go in and do. There's a lot of stuff that I just don't know if I want to go ahead and turn in because, like, it's great and all, but I really don't want to waste some of this experience and stuff on Nick, who, like, he's already done. I want a story, but I don't really want to waste my XP on traveling with him and knocking out all these quests that I could be using to turn in for other people. Help Chase, help Faraday. I guess starting with that would be good. Oh, yes.
Something out there.
Oh, it's because I didn't have my stealth on, that's why. down there.
Underestimate us again.
Listen, he isn't underestimating anything. Alright. I think it's this one. Auto stim right leg. God damn it. Why is it giving me such crappy armors? I haven't seen a good piece of armor in a long time. And it's not like I'm asking much. Like, lucky would be nice. I'll even take sprinters. Yes, I wouldn't be able to duck any lower than that and pass underneath. Oh, is he stuck in that corner again? As he always seems to be. Yeah, this wolf, I believe. Oh, nope, it's not stuck in the corner. Not this time. I'm really not going to pick up any wolf meat, because the wolf meat just needs me to have the reed woods, unless I'm going to eat it as is. And I'd only be picking up so I can cook with it. Pierce, penetrate.
Got nothing.
Dick. Jesus. Rad stag meat, mirelurk meat. Oh no, he's probably down and dead.
There's a trail of blood.
Yeah, it's a lot of blood. I don't think that, he's gonna be alive. That is a lot of blood. See, the one thing I also dislike about a lot of this stuff is that, like, it seems like they can't expect the player to go ahead and follow any clues or any stuff anymore. So, like, they give you all of these quest markers to basically just follow, to do anything. But they don't really allow you to figure stuff out on your own anymore.
A lot of rabs around. We should get out of here.
it kind of bothers me slightly, because I'd like to investigate the area and figure out where I need to go, rather than just consistently be told, hey, go there, go this way, go that way. Trappers. Well, quick save. He's probably been kidnapped by trappers, and I gotta...
Fresh meat crawling in from the fog. Don't care if it's Mirelurk or man.
I'm not looking for trouble. I just need to find someone, a young man with white hair. You help me, I'll leave.
You won't leave. Ever. Yeah, Dad.
Nope. We'll just redo that. I'll get the young man, then I'll come back here and clear the trappers.
Fresh meat crawling in from the fog. Don't care if it's Mirelurk or man.
Don't care if it's Mirelurk or man.
I'm not looking for trouble. I just need to find someone, a young man with white hair. You help me, I'll leave.
Yeah. We found him. One of the fog's creatures already attacked him. He was bleeding out, but... You know, why waste the meat? Here. Well, what's left? Take it. Now go. Don't come back.
Mything since head.
Hey.
You have what you wanted. Now go.
You're lucky we don't kill you, outsider.
Oh, really?
I hope the fog takes you, outsider.
Let me take a look real quick around your area. I think I just blasted my fucking way through this place last time. Do I have to take this back to Acadia? Deliver, that's hard drives. Return to Chase, yep. Take it back to Acadia. How many of you people are actually like Path of Exile and stuff like that? Anybody out there play it at all? Oh man, the sky is just so nice here. Like, look at this. What a gorgeous piece of scenery. What a gorgeous photo. Let me take myself out of it. Like, this is just peak beauty. Let me get to the top. Well, I guess that's as high as I can go. Hold on, let me see if I can, settings, display, HUD opacity. Let's try it this way. Yeah, what a gorgeous fucking photo. Like... Perfect. Oh, hold on. You know what? Let me wait until that symbol disappears in the corner so we can get a good photo. There we go. There's some just, like, really picturesque moments in this game. Yeah, I think that should be enough. Yep, just enough. Gets it out of my way without being obnoxious. This thing is so ridiculous. Alright, Chase. We came here to do a mission, and I'm over here, like, fucking going on photography mission. Oh, the HUD completely changes all of that, doesn't it? So I guess I do need to make it a little bit darker. I think that would be interesting. A no HUD hardcore. So obviously the most difficult it could possibly be with no HUD, so I really have to count the bullets and everything that I use. And then when I run out, I'm kind of like, oh shit.
It's good to see you again, brother.
Prefer we keep it to just Nick and Dima for now.
Of course.
Your missing synth was jumped by cannibal trappers. He didn't survive.
That poor bastard. That synth came here to live in peace, and we failed him in the worst way possible. It's my fault. I should have gone out there to meet him. Damn it all. I'm glad we were able to bring some closure to the map.
Let's at least save here.
You deserve this. And shall we say 200 caps?
Ask for more money.
Given the risks I took to find your synth, I think I deserve more than that.
The reward is 200 caps. Of course, you'll also have our gratitude. Who knows? That could turn out to be even more valuable. Thanks again for your help. Be safe out there.
Hitman's boosted, fiery, improved automatic institute rifle. But oh, hold on. Quantum gyro compensating lens. That's interesting. Institute is normally blue, if I remember. Oh, it's because it's a Hitman's rifle. Okay. I wonder if the reward changes or not, or if it's always going to be a Hitman's Institute rifle. That's pretty interesting. Let's try it.
I'm sorry things didn't turn out better. I wish they had.
You and I both. Thanks again for your help. Be safe out there.
Hitman's overcharged Institute rifle. Ah, so it's always going to be some type of... Okay. Okay, it's always going to be some type of Hitman's Institute rifle. Alright, I feel like that first one was the best one we had. See how long it takes to, and why I just blow myself away with the shotgun rather than going through the whole loading process? It takes forever to go through the loading process.
I'm sorry.
You and I both. Thanks again for your help. Be safe out there.
Institute, laser pistol, photon agitator, improved automatic barrel. The long recon scope, I think, is more important than anything, because I can't craft stuff like that. $400? That's 2,000. Yeah, that's totally worth reloading for. Not even for the weapon at this point. Just reloading for that proc to go off. That's more worth it than anything.
I'm sorry things didn't turn out better. I wish they had.
You and I both. Thanks again for your help. Be safe out there.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to blow myself away a few times. That's 2,000 XP.
I'm sorry things didn't turn out better. I wish they had.
You and I both. Thanks again for your help. Be safe out there.
Nope. Oh, it's such a pain. Let me check something real quick. Jesus, Nick. Nick's over there being a creep.
I'm sorry things didn't turn out better.
Jeez, Nick.
I wish they had.
You and I both. Thanks again for your help. Be safe out there.
No, I don't want this. I want the extra XP. Oh my goodness. This is gonna take forever to get this to proc. I'm just not having good luck with these idiot savant procs.
I'm sorry things didn't turn out better. I wish they had.
You and I both. Thanks again for your help. Be safe out there.
I don't care about this. So, for anybody who is new, you'll have to excuse me shooting myself every so often.
I'm sorry things didn't turn out better.
I'm trying to get the Idiot Savant perk to proc because
Thanks again
these
for your
things are
help.
worth a ton of
there.
XP. And it's more worth it to me to get the Savant proc, so I get 5 times experience, than it is to get the piece of equipment. Piece of equipment is cool and all, but
I'm sorry things didn't turn out.
You and I both. Thanks again for your help. Be safe out there.
Yeah! There it is. Is it gonna give me the actual amount though? There. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Huge difference in XP.
Hey there.
Did you need something?
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
You've already done enough. Thank you.
Alright. Didn't take or started to unravel. Alright, I think that's what we'll call it for today. For any of you guys who are still around, thank you guys for sticking. And we will continue this again tomorrow. Yeah, sorry about taking a couple days off. I just really needed to take a break. And, you know, probably won't need another one of those for like 2 to 3 weeks, maybe in a month if we're lucky. But anyway, I will catch you all again here soon. If you're new to the channel, like, sub, share, follow, all that good stuff helps the channel grow. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and we will catch you all again tomorrow. Have a fantastic night.